Hello, Aquarius. How are we doing today? I hope everybody's good and fine. Good and fine. I hope my Aquarius is good and fine. Anyway, I am Patty, and welcome if it's your first time. I'm just getting set up here. Things are a little bit different. I don't know why, but they are. So anyway, welcome if it's your first time again. Thank you for coming and trying me out. Basically, I hope you will just have some fun. That's what I hope to do, but I hope to educate, also give you some ideas, some guidance, some help. I got a bug on my glasses, lovely. But also, too, if you would like to know how I do my readings, I actually do them differently. So you can go to the what do they call it? The new viewers, and it'll be like a little 4-minute thing, and we'll tell you how I do it because I'm an intuitive. Well, I'm an empath, so I'm very, very intuitive. So empaths can have all different kinds of abilities. Mine is extremely intuitive, but also very full of sensitivities and what do you call that? Sensitivities and something else. Anyway, I'm just losing it today. It's a little warm, so I think the heat's getting to me. The house has one air conditioner, and that's for the living room. So, yeah. So, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for coming back. And if you've subscribed, thank you so much. Please, please, please subscribe if you haven't. For those that think that I've been here since 2013, as YouTube shows, no. I've been here 6 months. I've been doing this for a long time, but my daughter talked me into getting a YouTube page or channel, and so she said, you need to be doing this, Mom. So she started helping me out with that. So I've only been here 6 months, so the more that I get subscribers, that would really help me out grow so that I can share my gift with a lot of other people as well. If you see down below where I've Get Balanced 2020, that is my other YouTube channel and website where I am a life coach, life balance coach, how you balance life out between our mind, spirit, and our body, nutrition and fitness, because that's where my degree is. So that's why that information is down below, because it was like, well, I'm confused. What do you Get Balanced 2020? So sometimes my coaching comes through with my readings. So as you see, I've been shuffling because I have been wanting to speak to the divine, which is actually where I get my information. I go directly to the highest power, the highest light, and I ask for information for you. And they've already started. So whoever is sending through has already started. And I'm looking at this card because it's called the Magical Map Shifter, and I have not seen this one for a while. It's not the same as the transformation, like the butterfly kind of thing. So I'm just seeing if there's anything else they want to bring out for this week, because this is for week 20, July 20th through the 26th. So if something has been carried into the week, something is starting in this week, or something just needing focus in this week, then that's where this is. So it looks like we've got the Magical Map shapes. So I want to say shapeshifter. So actually, look at this. Look at all the stuff he's playing around with. There's all kinds of things. There's things of materialism. There's things of spirit. There's things of earth, knowledge. Yeah, and there's even a horse in there. I'm a horsey person, trust me. I've been around horses since I was a kid. So I'm going to read this one here. I usually know what they are, but I haven't seen this one in so long, so I don't want to misguide, and then they have to show me a whole bunch of stuff through cards. So when the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it becomes with a mission to make you aware of the people who you come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you and that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect in your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents as they are, which makes sense because here's the thing. If this is what I think is going to happen in this reading, is that people come into our life for a reason. I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff now. It's people come into our life for a reason. And when they come into our life, sometimes it's for a season, sometimes it's for a lifetime, sometimes it is to teach us something, or we're to teach them something. Or most of the time, people don't just come into our life just like a fart in the wind and just come and go for no reason whatsoever. So basically, they come for a purpose. So that's what it's saying, is to see what purpose it is. Is it to grow you, to lift you up? Is it to bring you together to somebody? It could be a divine intervention. Hi, Sally, you meet Joe. Joe, this is Susan. Oh, Susan and Joe finally get married, or whatever it is. It's just you don't know where the divine is going to happen. But I can tell you and witness over and over and over, and I'm 60 years old, so I can tell you how many times the divine has stepped into my life and actually shown me people or places or things that actually have guided me in one way or another for not my purpose, but to help others or whatever. And that's why I'm actually here, and why my daughter did this, because she's watched me teach through the years, and that's what Get Balance is about. But she thinks I have wisdom that I guess I don't even pay attention to. So we're looking at somebody coming into your life, you are taking somebody into somebody else's life that maybe is going through a difficult time, going through a sharing time. Sorry, I'm going to shift around a little bit. I got a pinched sciatic nerve, and so they're actually needing help. Maybe you're going to help them. They're going to help you. Maybe there's a divine intervention of a love relationship. Maybe there's a divine intervention of work. There's a lot of people out of work, and boy, people should be networking, because right now is the time to actually sit there and help each other out find work. It's really, really hard. Yeah. So we've got a lot of opportunities coming this week, and I'm not quite sure who that is for or who it resonates with, but the idea is to stay focused on whoever is coming in, or at least, thank you, be mindful of and aware of, like they said, who that is, because they're going to help in whatever way. Now, if that's you for somebody, or somebody coming to you, that's your journey. You know that one. And you may not even know it. All of a sudden you might say, oh, all of a sudden you might meet somebody, could be even in the grocery store. It could be for something that would even take a few minutes or a week or maybe even a day. And then that is like bringing you an aha moment. Oh, that's what she was talking about. That's all it means. But there's a lot of things on your plate right now. There is a lot of choices to make, and did I mix those upside down? There's a lot of choices to make. There's a lot of things that are going to be presented or are being presented to you, and it may cause you a little confusion is what I'm seeing. If it's causing you confusion, actually look at it and try to focus in on one thing. Start listening to your intuition, your spirit inside you, and as you look at and imagine yourself, whatever that is or whoever that is with, then actually sort of look at that and feel how that feels from inside your heart and inside your intuition. So sometimes, like when I dated there for a while, there would be 2 or 3 interests, right? And I'm like, oh man, they're all 3 or 2 or whatever they are. They're really, really nice. I'd really like to go out with all of them. But the more I just sat and really analyzed each person as they were being presented of the information that I had about them at the time, I sort of had to what is it? Something's just not quite right, or that one's off, or I'm not as comfortable with him, or I can share more with him. So you analyze, and that's what you're doing. With this here, it's a process of elimination. So somebody's going to help you through that, or you're going to be helping somebody through the process of elimination. Thank you for that. So, yeah. So the process of elimination, but what is it? Is it a love choice? That's something that you're going to have to determine, because if you're walking in it. So I'm just the conduit, okay? Don't know what a conduit. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. What's a conduit? What's a conduit? It's electricity, you know, the conduit goes between. So anyway. All right, let's see what else we have for this. This is for Aquarius. So we have cups out of the chute, and cups is usually the heart. So heart is what I feel. Something says go this way. Okay. Yeah. So we've got balance. And then this is the Six of Pentacles. So it's a give and take. So something is happening where you're going to have to process where this give and take is. Sometimes it's work. Sometimes we give too much of ourselves at work, and then we get upset about that we do that. Because this is an inner conflict that you're having. And you need to stand your ground of what you believe in and go from there. So even though these offerings are coming, be sure that they're balanced. Whatever you choose to do, make sure that there is a balance there. You don't want to be like this. If it has to do with people involved, make sure that the other person is on the same page. Thank you. On the same page as you, because if you're not on the same page, then there's not going to be that give and take. Okay, see how they're one's taking, one's giving kind of thing, or wanting, give me, give me, give me, give me. There's always that person in our life, isn't there? Who is that taker in your life? Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, right? Oh my gosh. And then there's the one that's, oh, it's okay, I'll give them more, I'll give them more. You know, it's usually like your little grandma, oh, I'll give them more, I'll give them more. And it's okay until you give them until you're so dry that you have nothing left to give. Sorry, I'm having some, what do you call it? In Japan, we used to have it all the time in the summer. It's actually just cold coffee. It's just iced coffee, only my ice is all melted. I need something in it. Anyway, so this person, making sure that they're coming in, or you're going to them, that they are being honest and not just either taking. I just keep hearing somebody's wanting to take. That's not what this week is all about. It's about being aware of whatever is coming, to be focused in on that. I don't feel like it's a super difficult thing. It's not something like detrimental, like, you know, somebody's passing on or somebody's deathly ill. How do you make those decisions about that? Not like that. This is actually something that can transpose either way, but it's really mindful. The helpful decision is more of a spiritual one. It's more of like you're fighting with yourself. You really want both, but you can't have both, kind of thing. I want my cake. I want my ice cream too. I want both. It's like a little kid. I want both, but you can't. So now you have to make a decision. This is where this comes in, the focusing in. And so whoever this is going to help you do that. All right, because there is an inner conflict with yourself. Stop fighting yourself. That's no fun. Oh, my goodness. All right, what more do we have to share? Yeah, exactly. So this is the end result is actually you will have everything if you choose and go the right way. And you're like, oh, well, that's easier said than done. But the thing is, this is all about having the reward for you could be something completely different for me. So this one here has the 10, and it's a completion. 10 of Pentacles is a completion. So is a completion that you will, whatever you do decide, it will be okay and everything will turn out just fine. And everything, no matter which way you go, one way is, of course, always better than the other way. But a lot of people get earth involved in their decision making, and that can really construe everything and throw everything off course. And so this is actually everything towards you, but try to make your decision from your spirit, your heart, your intuition. You know, if you're like my daughter, she's extremely logical, and so she will always go the more logical route. Sometimes it's the harder route, and sometimes it's just because of experience. You know, young people don't have as much experience or skills as we do as we get older, and our job as an older person is to help them learn and get those skills and those experiences, or be able to trust somebody to get those experiences. So we want to be able to reach out to that person that will look at all aspects, be aware of all the aspects, not just the logical, because logical is earth. Logical is earth. And I keep telling her, I understand that you want to make that decision, but what is your heart? What is your intuition telling you? Well, it's telling me this, but you know what? It's not logical. So it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. It's an inner struggle when we fight earth and spirit. But we're still going back to this person that's going to help us get through that. Could be a mentor. It could be a teacher. It could be a husband or a wife. It could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you trust. This person actually has more, I think, spiritual knowledge, thank you, is what they're saying. So watch for that person coming into your life. And spiritual could be maybe they're, you know, I can't say they're, you know, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about they have a relationship with a creator, or maybe they believe in the universe, or maybe they believe in Allah or Buddha or whatever. You know, it's just somebody who actually is very calm in spirit and very old wisdom is what I want to say. Okay, so sort of watch for somebody coming in. It could be even somebody you meet at the grocery store for a few minutes and give you just a word of wisdom, and then that's it. Yeah, so again, we got another 10. We got 2 10s. We got the 10 of Cups, which is of the heart, and 10 of Pentacles, which is actually of possession, material things. So whatever this decision is, boy, that is a difficult decision. Because the 10 of Cups is all about family, togetherness, happiness, home, things in the home. A lot of joy there. A lot of joy. And I'll tell you right now, you'll have more joy in spirit than you will in Pentacles, in possessions. And if you don't know what joy is actually internal happiness, or I wouldn't even say happiness, internal joy, because you can't take that away. Happiness you can take away like a fart in the wind. You could have a house and a storm could take the house away. You could have a car and somebody could, you know, crash your car or boulder land on it. It's gone. Happiness, you know, you have a relationship and you're looking to them to fulfill you, complete you, love you the way that you need to be loved. That comes and goes. You actually should go into a relationship knowing what you need and what you can offer as a helper, because that's all we are, is a helper in a relationship to each other. If you're coming in, well, he completes me, you need to go back and do some of your own homework, you know, or, you know, he has everything I need now. You have everything you need inside you. You need to figure that out and then go and actually share yourself with him or her, vice versa, and actually be their helper, supporter, lift them up. That's your job. That's it. So, you know, they're not there to fill you up. Sorry. I'm on a roll today. Sorry. Wow, what has gotten in with me with this Aquarius? Anyway, okay, so let's go to some clarification, because this is a lot. This is a lot. I wonder who's coming into your life, or even if it's for 2 seconds. I'm wondering, why do I always feel like there's somebody? I see like a grocery store outside. Could be. It's not going to be a long acquaintance. It's sort of like, I've had actually people come into my life in a spiritual, how do I say this? Put it this way, they've come into my life and given me information. For example, let me give you an information. So I was going through a rough time as a single mom. I was writing my book. I had just had it come out. I was dead broke, had my boxes all over the place of my books, and they were being shipped all over the United States, actually all the way to Hawaii, I think, for Costco. I had it, and anyway, I was in a rough spot. I was really down. I was alone. I was with my daughter, and I had met a gentleman, and I was just like, okay, all the money's gone out, now I got to wait for it to come in. And even though I was working, I was still struggling. And so this gentleman's out of the blue, this was when the internet was almost brand new and chatting was brand new. He wanted to buy a book. And I said, okay, sure. So I sold him a book, and they were like $20 at the time. And that's the one, I don't know if you can see it. It's behind me there. And I sold it to him, and I said, you can mail a check or a money order. This was before all the scams with all the crap. You can mail it. And so he said, well, I would actually like to meet you. And I'm like, okay, that would be great. So we met, and he paid for the book, and he paid me $100 bill. I didn't mention anything about my struggles or anything like that. Paid me $100 bill, and he goes, you deserve this. You know, whatever. So he left, and I said, I went to call. He gave me his card, and I think gave me his card or something with his information on it. I called the next day because I wanted to give him a receipt. And there was a company there, but they knew no anybody like that. The person disappeared, never heard from him again. So those things happen to me all the time. So sometimes when somebody comes into your life, it may be just for a short time. So that's what that is about. So again, another season, another time. Yeah. So there is going to be some work in this, whatever it is, because we have to sit there and, we have to decide on this. So there is going to be some work in this, and when you're done, what this card is saying is that the Seven of Pentacles, if you look at it, he's sort of got a harvest underneath his pentacles there. So he's looking at the hard work that he's done. He's realizing that it's all a good thing. It's all going to be okay, because he can see now what how the ducks came in a row and how things worked out. Which means if it's all done and you've made the choices and everything, it's all going to turn out good. Lots of good here through this. Lots of good through this. So, yeah. And it looks like there's some decision making, contemplating, overlooking. This is just going to be repeating itself. It's just repeating itself, and making sure that that you're wise about what you're looking out over and trying to decide is what I'm hearing. But it's next to this one here where there is some personal conflict. That's spirit and mind. So your head is fighting with your spirit. You know what? I hate to say it, but your spirit's always going to win. It might take you to all the pentacle and the material stuff, and it may take you there, and it may feel good for a while, but it isn't going to last, because the whole idea was to make the decision based on the Ten of Cups, which is your heart, your desire, your feelings, feelings of your heart, feelings of your spirit. And this person, again, I just heard again, is this person coming in as of spirit. So be mindful. Old wisdom, I hear. Old wisdom. All right. So it looks like you're having an offering. I don't know, not an offering. You're actually going through something that you're making a decision. Why did you say offering? There's no offering here. This is something that they're going through. Does that make sense? Is an offering coming that you're making a decision about? Is somebody out there getting an offering? I don't know. That's what I heard. But I'm looking at the cards, and the cards say that this is something that you're going through already, or you're coming to go through it. So maybe that's for somebody out there. Like I said, the messages come in, and I just relay them. All right. Okay, Aquarius. This is a lot, and I hear so many things. It's like, what do you want me to say? Which one first? Oops, don't do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. So it is going to take some strength for you to make this decision, but you know what? It's gonna come with more focus. The more you stay focused on one thing and not all of these things, you're going to make a better decision. You are going to take strength because, again, we're back to that inner turmoil between your head and your heart. Again, I'll just say it again. Go with your heart. Can't make this stuff up. I don't know how this happens. I just listen, and I am obedient, because this is, at the end of the day, this is what you're going to have. Celebration. And it looks like maybe that person might be around enough to celebrate with you with the decision that you make. And they can rejoice and be happy with you. And also share in some of that vino. No, I don't know. I don't know if you drink wine or not. But anyway, so that is that. Okay. So I'm asked to go ahead and pull another oracle. I don't know what that means. I don't know what they're getting at. I don't usually do that. So I am going to find out what they want to end this with. So I don't know why. I just am obedient. Okay, what is it that you want to share with them, Aquarius, towards the end of this? They've got some decisions. They're going to meet somebody new, or they're going to be new to somebody to make some decisions. What is it that you want to share with them before we go? What is it that you want to share with them before they go? Wide open. So what that means is that by the decision that you make, things are wide open. Everything is an offering to you. So I'm getting goosebumps. And I just keep hearing, please make a spiritual decision. Make one that is within your heart. We've got a lot of cups here, which is of your heart, which is intuition, which is love, which is desires, all good things. So you actually have, I've got goosebumps. I'm excited for you guys. Something good is coming your way. So have that strength when you are fighting that inner self to go with your intuition and your spirit. Wow, amazing. I don't usually pull a second oracle. This is amazing. Divine has worked really, really nicely. So I hope this week brings you lots of love, joy, peace, and everything. It sounds like you've got some interesting people coming in, or you're going to be touching base with somebody else out there that may need your help through a difficult time, or making a decision. Yes. Anyway, see you next week. This is actually the 20 through the 26th, and we will see you next week. Talk to you then. All right. Take care.